Port Adelaide got their first and fourth year players returning to pre-season training day. There's none better than the next guest. He's an absolute star. I'm talking about Rozee. Connor, how are you going?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
Mate, congratulations again. I haven't spoken with you since the year's gone. Terrific year. 22 games, that's exceptional. How did the body end up after 22 games for a young fella?
Yeah, to be honest, not as bad as you probably would have thought. I got a bit sore probably during the middle part of the season, but after the bye, I was pretty refreshed and finished off the year pretty strongly. So, I actually wasn't too bad at the end of the year, but still a well-needed break.
Were you ever close to having a rest?
I don't think so. Kenny kind of hinted at it. If I wanted one, then I could have one. But to be honest, I didn't really think I needed one. So he just kept playing me.
And the North Adelaide experience, the grand final there playing against the men, that must have held you up in really good stead going to the next level.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely a benefit that I think the South Australians probably have over the Victorians and the boys that only play under 18s footy before coming into the AFL system. So, I think definitely training and playing against them before my AFL season physically probably prepared me a little bit more, yeah.
Connor, congratulations. I think fourth in the BNF, leading goal kicker, best first-year player. Not bad for a first year. Did anything surprise you?
I guess you kind of have to expect the intensity to rise a fair bit from Stanford AFL, but it always comes as a bit of a surprise as how much the step is from Stanford AFL, and the game gets a lot quicker and everyone's a lot fitter and a lot faster. So my first couple of games, it took me a little bit to get used to it, and then once we were rolling, we were not too bad.
We're hearing you want to get yourself up into the midfield. You're going to have to get that engine up, aren't you, Connor?
Yeah, 100%. That'll be one of the main things I'm focusing on throughout the pre-season, and probably put on a little bit of size as well. Will definitely help me in the long run if I'm going to move into the midfield.
Rowie, you'd agree the most exciting thing perhaps about Port's season was Butters, Dersma and Connor. How much did it help you having other two guys there going through the same thing, Connor?
Yeah, it really helped me. We're pretty tight. All the young boys, really, all the first years from last year. We're a really tight group, so to have them boys play most of the games as well, and to have each other to lean on, and even the other young boys, the second and third year players that have been through it before, were really helpful, and the older players as well who kind of mentored us through our first pre-season, first season were really good.
Port Adelaide star first-year player Connor Rozee, our guest, the 1 to 4 year players back on the track today. It comes around quick, doesn't it, Connor? Did anyone go away with Boki and hold their breath underwater or all the radical stuff that he does?
I think Big Charlie Dixon's over there at the moment. I think Ollie Wines maybe and Carl Amon, I think, as well, both headed over.
Oh, good.
He took a few of them with him.
Good to see Jack Watts walking laps with Robbie Gray today.
Yeah, he's back into it, I think, again. So most of the old boys come back in a couple of weeks, but he's getting back a little bit earlier to make sure he's right and ready to go. So, yeah, hopefully he'll be up for it and ready for round one.
What was your emotion when you saw Sammy Gray and Dougal Howard go? I know it's cutthroat and you'll see plenty more of that throughout your career, but it must be a bit sad. A couple of guys you train with, play with, that won't be at the club. Yeah,
it is a cutthroat business, and you learn that pretty quickly coming into the AFL system is players get moved on, and it's disappointing. Obviously, they were pretty popular members of the group, but the club obviously wants to go in a certain direction, and that's to win a premiership. So it is unfortunate. It's been more clubs. They're pretty good.
A lot to next scene to realise who's who. Now they know your name, and you've been at an exceptional year. Expecting a bit more next year?
Yeah, I guess so. We've still got still some pretty good players around me with Robbie Gray and Charlie Dixon and those sorts, but I guess you don't have that surprise factor anymore coming into your second year. So, it would definitely be a little bit harder, I suppose. But, I'm definitely ready for the challenge.
Good on you, Connor. Hey, before we let you go, I'm not on social media. Did you get away?
I did get away. I went to Europe with my mate, Jack Okosha. So, we got away for 3 weeks up there. And, it was good fun.
Where'd you go?
We went to Spain, Greece, Paris and London.
Bad luck.
Jeez. Luco, they're paying you too much, I think. Hey, Connor, magnificent first up season. We're looking forward to seeing you develop and get up there through the midfield. Have a great pre-season. We'll keep in touch, and thanks for your time.
Much appreciated. Thanks, boys.
Great lad. Connor
Good
Rozee,
lad.
excitement machine.
North Adelaide boy, Rowie.
He is.
Star.
You've claimed him.
He says, we have. We saw him in the grand final and just exceptional, isn't he?
Yeah. Good lad. Connor Rozee, our guest.